What's up, everybody? I realized that I had my camera on for that opening part, the first few minutes. How's everybody doing? Good morning to most of you. Good afternoon to some, and good evening to some others. Let's look at the chat. Super rich. Everybody's rich. Everybody's rich. Good morning, Christian. Good morning to you. What's up, Crypto for Change? Thank you for showing up again, my friend. I can hear Coop making that coffee. Oops. The coffee's not working so far this morning, folks. The coffee's not working. But we've got a lot to talk about. You know, I actually woke up today and on my Twitter timeline, there was playfulness and fun. It made me want to eat some Skittles. But enough of that. It's time to chew on that MyAlgo bone, right? Oh, man. Today is Wednesday, March 1st. We made it through January and February, folks. That's all I got to say about that. We made it. Like, it's literally the first day of the month. So there's no more February. Oh, man. Pay your rent. You know what I'm saying? So, guys, look. There's some news about MyAlgo. I'm going to get to that in a second. Today's Wednesday, which is going to be AlgoRANT day on the ReCoop. And I got to say, folks, that every day this week has been an AlgoRANT day. And we're going to do it again. I've got some ideas. Do I have? Oh, I'm good. I've got some ideas on what I'm going to rant about at the end of this. It has something to do with what I think some naive notions about what it means to be helpful in these types of communities, right? These communities where the law of the land is don't trust, verify, not your keys, not your coins, self-custody, these types of things. Doesn't mean you can't love people up, but there's certain things that we have to remember. But we mostly know that, I'm sure. All right, folks. Hey, let's just get into it. Let's look at the markets, and then let's talk about MyAlgo, and then let's just have some fun. There's also some cool news in AlgoRANT, Unity Games. We're going to talk about it. It's all great. It's all great, folks. It's all great. But, so, the markets. Where are you, CoinMarketCap? Oh, there you are. You sweet Binance-owned institution. I will say this, by the way, folks. A lot of people been excited about the bull market's back. Jim Cramer even said it, which we all know about inverse Cramer. But, I mean, doesn't this feel like a bear market? This is just a bear market pump, right? Things aren't that good. Things haven't turned around, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so Bitcoin is still in the same range. It's at 23.7, so it's actually made up some gains. I think that people got excited about some manufacturing numbers in China. They're recovering quicker than people expected. So that's that. But yeah, Bitcoin's been sitting in this range for a while. It's having a hard time getting over that 200-week moving average of around 25,100. It touched it and then it completely fell back. A lot of people will look at it ranging in this area for a while as a positive because it could, it can become a psychological, secure bottom type of feel, right? And then people can get some confidence to send it higher. The issue that I am reading is that there is very, very, very low liquidity in crypto right now. And that's for obvious reasons. Institutions are not putting their money in this right now. They're going to wait for two major things. One, a definitive thing from good old Gary and the SEC about securities and not securities. I mean, he did an interview for New York Magazine last week or something. People keep on posting it like it's new information, but it was a while ago. He did this interview, not a while ago, but over a week ago, saying that everything except for Bitcoin is a security. So that's coming from him. Good thing he doesn't make the laws, but he does have probably some strong advisory reach. But another way to look at that is that bulls just can't get it going. But with low liquidity, look, a huge buy can send this going high much quicker, and a huge sell can make this go down very quick. And we all know that as Bitcoin goes, usually crypto goes. Ethereum has been sitting at 16.5, tested 1600. It really wants to be in this area. And yeah, I mean, Ethereum is in a similar boat. I don't have my mouse. Solana, whatever. It's funny. I was gonna say I'll talk about this on Monday. I was gonna talk about something about Solana that I never did. We'll do that today too. Where's Algo? Where are you at, Algo? Algo. Oh, Algo. We were, it's at 25.25. Number 37. And yeah, we were down in the low 24s. And there we go. That's where it wants to live when we're in this kind of middle place around 24, 25 cents. Not sure what the news is going to be to catapult any of this up. Manufacturing news, I guess a rate hike of 25 basis points might lift people up a little bit. I don't know. Certainly a 50 basis point hike in March this month will send the markets, I imagine, unless there's just something, we're only guessing here. I'm only guessing here. And, even frankly, the Fed is only guessing here. So hopefully they get it right. And they're probably more equipped than I. All right, so there you go. That's the coin market cap. And then Vestige, whatever you animals want to call it. Share this tab instead. Yeah, we're good there. Cool. Algo 25.18 over here at Vestige. Opulus is cooling down a little bit, down to 18 cents. Still much higher than it was not so long ago. Bank is struggling. I mean, that chart is not good. Let's see. I didn't do a good job there. That's why I need my mouse. Yeah. Not sure what the catalyst will be for bank to recover, but it does have good utility on their platform. So if you're looking to use the AlgoFi platform, the price keeps climbing down. So that's your time, maybe. Yeah. Okay. There's Vestige. And then, let's get out of here. That's that, right? Actually, we can do this. Why don't I just go to CoinDesk? Let's navigate some noise here, folks. Oh, look at this. I'm figuring out how to do this. By the way, this is day 8. This is the 8th time I've done a live, and I'm liking it. I'm still getting used to these mornings. Some mornings are better than others. Today's a struggle, not gonna lie. NFTs have a digital first sale problem. NFTs are definitely in a bear market. I would say in the AlgoRANT community, we experienced a bear market pump in the NFT community in December and January, and now we're suffering a little bit, but that's going to bleed over throughout. We all have to just stick with it, folks. You got to stick with it, stick to your conviction, and stay together. Stick together. Looks like the former Biden advisor says that the administration was pushing for a digital dollar. All right, whatever. Okay, CoinDesk is not giving me anything that I need or care about at this point. There we go. Let's just refresh this. We'll look at CNBC real fast just to see if there's anything good. Okay, futures are trending down, which they were trending up actually because of the manufacturing numbers in China. I wonder, mortgage demand from home buyers drops to a 28-year low. That bubble's deflating. Well, this is good news. Looks like the pressure got to Lilly and they're cutting insulin prices and they're capping it at $35 per month for people with private insurance. Kohl's did not do well in the holiday season. So people were not going to Kohl's apparently. The US 10-year is going up. We're really close to that 4%. And Tesla, I think Tesla's investor day is today. So I'll be looking into that, seeing what that guy is thinking about. Isn't talking. World's biggest shipping company, a U.S.-China trade bellwether, isn't talking like recession is coming. Okay, well, at least they're talking nice to us. Okay, that's about that. And then I guess we could look at Bloomberg just to see if they have anything interesting. Bloomberg. Okay. Virus is hiding out. Stop that. Impatience, long COVID answers. So you got that virus hiding in you if you have long COVID, folks. I know some people that have long COVID and they're suffering. So if you're suffering with that, I'm truly sorry to hear that. All right. Let's talk about what you guys want to talk about, right? You guys want to talk about MyAlgo? What you guys want to talk about? I think so. I think that's what we need to talk about, folks. You guys will be super rich. Thank you. I'm sorry that the cuticle. Super rich. Let's all be super rich. Okay, so MyAlgo, real quick. So wait, yeah, we're good. I stopped sharing that. All right, so MyAlgo. From what I'm hearing, we're getting close to a resolution. I don't know if that's true or not, but we're still sort of getting mixed signals on what it might be. You know, we had a back and forth with Natalie Gard and John Woods actually yesterday that we can look at real fast. Let's do this. So we got, okay, so in response to Natalie Salamine, we talked about her yesterday. She is the founder of Prismatic, a DAO tooling project that was building on AlgoRANT or is building on AlgoRANT. And she lost a significant amount of money. And and then Everyday Algonaut, he says, sorry to hear that. Is there anything more you can share? I believe that the mnemonic is encrypted in the browser storage and decryptable only with password. If it is XSS, have you been on suspicious website? Click on some link from forum or Discord. Have you been at Decipher? And then Natalie responded, there is a full-blown investigation, so I'm referring you, like everyone else, to existing D13 document, wrote to explain what we know so far. TLDR, phishing is ruled out, and seed phrases were not leaked by the users themselves. Now, this is clearly what Natalie thinks. I did read that D13 document. Now, he does say that he finds it very unlikely based on his interactions with the people affected. So that is that, but it wasn't unequivocal that it's been ruled out. And then John Woods points that out. Phishing isn't ruled out. And then there's a response, and I'm confident to say that from what I know thus far, I am confident it wasn't phishing. And then she says, I understand that everyone wants to be careful before jumping to conclusions, especially when talking publicly. But at this stage, it is extremely unlikely that it is phishing and no longer the direction in which most people are looking for what happened. Well, we do know that Natalie is personally affected by this. She is very close to Kyle Wang, who is very active in this. I know that she is close with Nimble, and she is close potentially with Guard and everybody. So they are working together trying to help the victims recover their money. That is clearly their priority. And why wouldn't it be? They have lost a significant amount of money. And so we'll see. We'll see. We also had a very interesting, we had a MetaMask developer chime in yesterday. Her name is Tay. She seems to be a very serious player in the crypto space. She's a fellow Southern California person like me. Oh, by the way, real quick, side note. I was scrolling Twitter before I went to bed, and I thought this was kind of funny. Elon Musk tweets, "Why can't witchcraft defeat inflation?" And then I guess this is a congressman says, because witchcraft caused inflation. One, Federal Reserve created $5 trillion from thin air. Two, U.S. Treasury borrowed virtual money from Federal Reserve. Three, Congress gave out borrowed money that wasn't borrowed from anyone with existing money. I mean, that rings true, doesn't it? All right. So do I have... Oh, that's the governance stuff that we're going to talk about. All right, let's just search her. Like, okay, there she is. So this is Tay. She's building MetaMask. Can you guys all see this? Let's make sure you guys can see this. Nope, you can't see this. Jesus. How long has that been going on? Sorry, guys. All right. Okay, so let's go to this tab. All right, so this is Tay. I'm going to double check. Tired day, folks. All right. So meet Tay. She's building MetaMask, previously My Crypto. Lethal founder, part-time wizard, top assassin. Don't come at me unless you're ready to battle. All right. Well, she definitely came in hot. And Tay, one thing I've learned in life is you get what you give. The vibes you put out or the vibes are going to return. The Algo fam wasn't necessarily a sweetheart, but it looks like you're in your description on your Twitter is that you're ready for battle. So that's okay. But let's look at her post real quick. And I have something to say about this, actually, that I haven't said yet. Don't fucking save fucking secrets to fucking local fucking storage, you fucking fucks. Sorry for swearing. If your children are around, don't talk like the man on YouTube. But yeah, so that is that, right? And then she, I assume, proved something that is potentially right. Now, I want to say this, though, real quick, and maybe I'll get big for this. Why don't we just get big? I'm going big for this, folks. I want to say real quick to Tay, to MetaMask, to whatever about this. The Algo community is let's just assume that she's right, which I can't say that she's not. She is way more qualified to look at this than I am. This doesn't require my qualifications, folks. So let's say this MetaMask developer is absolutely correct and Rand Labs are a group of doofuses that completely missed the most obvious thing in the entire world, and they have completely wrecked all their users, and it was careless, and it was terrible, and it is embarrassing, and the shame that she is trying to put on them is valid, and all of that. Let's just assume for a second that that is true. She's a MetaMask developer. Okay, fine. Us in the AlgoRANT community are very aware that MetaMask has been integrating onto AlgoRANT. This is a new feature. We're just waiting on an audit is what we're hearing. And so clearly, MetaMask has been working on AlgoRANT to get MetaMask to work for AlgoRANT. It would make sense. It would make sense for MetaMask, while they're integrating with AlgoRANT, to look at the only other web wallet that has any sort of real integration in the community and see what they are doing. If this is so glaring and so stupid and so all of those things, it makes me wonder, when those MetaMask guys looked at MyAlgo, obviously did their due diligence on MyAlgo, did they not see it? Did they not see this so obvious thing? Was Tay working on this integration? How does this even work, right? So it's just odd to me that this is so obvious and so stupid, but MetaMask has been integrating into AlgoRANT. They would clearly look at MyAlgo. If it was so obvious, why didn't they chime in? Why is she looking back? Why is she looking back at this? Why didn't some MetaMask guy be like, hey, Rand Labs, there is a very, very clear security flaw, blah, blah, blah. It seems weird that they wouldn't do that. And I know I kind of joked yesterday. I don't know what this is. Look, John Woods, I just read it. John says they have not ruled out phishing or I assume malware or whatever. Somebody pointed out and I think actually that Tay woman actually retweeted this. I'm going to look at this in a second. But what I was going to say is that, oh my God, what was I going to say, guys? Oh, is this last year? Look, so that's my point is that, yes, it could be phishing. It could be this, but if it is a flaw in the MyAlgo code, it does stand to reason that last year AlgoRANT went on the stage at ETH Denver and said, hey, Ethereum developers, come to AlgoRANT. We've never been down. Our tech is unbreakable. We are the champions. You guys just don't know about us. Come experience the speed, the quick, the low transaction fees, the instant finality, the solving of the trilemma. We've done it, folks. Come, Ethereum developers, come. And through that, clearly, we got we got some cross-chain love. They landed MetaMask. It was coming over here. They obviously gave MetaMask a grant to integrate with AlgoRANT and all of that. But it does sound, it's kind of auspicious that exactly 1 year later, on the eve of ETH Denver, once again, AlgoRANT top web wallet is compromised. You could easily picture a Ethereum dev out there. Oh, AlgoRANT's unbreakable, huh? We'll see, right? So anyways, that's a bit of just speculation about all of that. But I think it's a valid point to make is that if it's so obvious that this problem exists with MyAlgo, which I don't know that this problem is what caused this. And there's a lot of smart people in the comments of her stuff being like, we don't even know that this is the cause. You're pointing this out, and this might not even be the cause. So let's not jump to conclusions on that. And frankly, like we do just have to wait for the report to be done. You know what I mean? That is what we have to wait for. But Tay got some of that long boy treatment. So I hope she enjoyed that. But is there anything else that I want to chew on with this? Let's look. Okay, well, actually, this takes me directly to another. So this is perfect. Okay, so let's read about this. Chinmay Farkia, right? 3 days ago, my MetaMask wallet got hacked. It was a private key leakage. Based upon inputs from various security researchers, I have compiled preliminary info. You need to protect your precious funds. Please retweet and share among Web3 fellows. I'm a smart contract auditor, yet I got scammed. That is because we keep shifting sec to the last of steps while it should be the very first step for everyone. I lost around 1,400 USD in value. Okay, that's small. So while how he got scammed, you could easily be like, why would you do that? He clearly was operating with money that wasn't going to destroy his life. The hacker got my seed phrase and used it to sign malicious transactions. Pen and paper is the key. Do not digitize your private key or seed phrase. Only write it on paper and nowhere else. I had it stored in a text file in my Notion account. Why would you put your seed phrase in a Notion account? Fine. The seed phrase leaked because of a malware injection in my system. Okay. BlockSec team and whatever helped me trace the funds flow, though nothing could be done to recover them. There, in fact, are no refunds in crypto, like D13 told us on Monday a few times. Enable two-factor authentication everywhere, Twitter, Discord, and wherever it is possible. Store your seed phrase in a very safe place and on paper. Do not digitize seed phrase or private key in any way. No image, no text, no cloud backups. Use Malwarebytes to scan your system daily. Have a complimentary antivirus software. Explore Zello wallet, whatever. Disable auto media downloads on Telegram. Sign any transaction only after carefully reading it. And revoke all token approvals, whatever stuff you need to read. So if you guys want to go in there and read all this stuff that he says you need to read, you should read it. But I think that gives you there's some good advice in this thread. You can look back at that if you want. But the main point is never, ever, ever store your seed phrase on your computer. Just never do that. Not in the cloud, not in your notes, not anywhere, unless you truly don't care if somebody gets access to it. So there's that. There's that, right? Let me check in with the people and see if there's anything. If you guys are mad at me, CoinDesk, Malwarebytes enable AI learning. Hires first CFO. AlgoRANT hires first CFO, Matthew Commons. Okay, let's look at that. I didn't know about that. Who's Matthew Commons? Okay, AlgoRANT Inc. Now, that is the tech company based out of Boston, not the AlgoRANT Foundation. They are separate. We are excited to welcome Matthew Commons to the AlgoRANT team as our Chief Financial Officer, an accomplished entrepreneur, investor, and advisor to the blockchain industry. Commons' extensive experience is pivotal in helping drive our next phase of growth. Well, that's good, right? I think that's good. Blockchain protocol. Oh, let's share this tab instead. This is a CoinDesk article. I guess CoinDesk wasn't as I thought, but this just came out right before this. This article came out 5 minutes before I went live. The new finance chief has several years of crypto and traditional finance experience. Layer 1 blockchain. Matthew Commons. One of my first priorities will help identify strategic growth areas with the leadership team, and then ensure we have the right financial plans in place to go after them. This is good, honestly. You can complain about AlgoRANT in a lot of different ways, AlgoRANT Inc., AlgoRANT Foundation, but they are making excellent hires. And, you had the new CMO at the foundation. She is an accomplished person from Nike, WhatsApp, whatever. And now they have, I guess, their first CFO at Inc., and they're trying to become self-sustaining, right? And they're like, okay, maybe we should get somebody in here that really knows what's going down. Commons, who is a chartered financial, it's a CFA and holds an MBA from Harvard. Previously was president at Commons Inc. Sounds like Matthew Commons had a Commons Inc., an executive advisory firm that included clients in crypto and technology. Prior to that, he was the CEO and chairman and co-founder of Cambridge Blockchain, which built blockchain products for traditional finance firms. Okay, so there's that. Obviously, AlgoRANT is leading the way for integration with traditional finance and large institutional adoption, government adoption, yada 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 yada. So we're clearly moving. AlgoRANT is moving into completely separate from us and DeFi. Not completely separate, but separate from that. Separate from the things, the metrics that us retail always look at. It's wise to remind yourself that AlgoRANT is also just working in itself into integrating and getting the AlgoRANT tech into these kind of legacy systems. And they are successfully doing it, right? And Sean Ford, the interim CEO of AlgoRANT, they should just take that away. Look, if you guys want to fire Sean Ford, just fire him. But let him just be the now CEO. He's been the CEO for over a year, right? So at this point, it doesn't feel all that interim. If you fired him after a year, he would have still been the CEO for a year, and he does a great job. I don't mean to to elude that he doesn't. I like Sean Ford a lot. He gave a great speech at Decipher. Very personable, fun guy. Yada yada. Who cares? He's been around forever, and he's been part of AlgoRANT from the beginning. Okay, so hey, he understands blockchain technology, has been a successful entrepreneur and CEO within our industry, managed high-performing teams, led strategic planning and corresponding capital raises, executed activities, and worked extensively with the investment community. And then the former chief operating officer of AlgoRANT, Ford was elevated to CEO role last year after the previous CEO, Stephen Kokinos, left to pursue other interests. That's a weird. This is always CoinDesk is always just what is that? Who cares? That's not what this is about. Like why is this detail that Stephen Kokinos left over a year ago to pursue other interests at all relevant to this? Am I being reactionary for no reason there? AlgoRANT, a proof of stake layer one blockchain, was founded in 2017 by MIT professor and cryptographer Silvio Macaulay. The protocol is designed as a payments-focused network focusing on transaction speed and scalability. Oh, yes, just your effusive praise, CoinDesk, is blowing me away. How about the fact that Silvio Macaulay's, responsible for zero knowledge or partly responsible for zero knowledge proofs and verifiable random function, and the fact that instant finality, transaction speed and scalability, sure, but how about the instant finality and the all of the other things? The protocol recently implemented a new interoperability standard state of proofs to support cross-chain communications, as well increase transaction speed to 6,000 from 1,200. Okay. Well, at least you said that. The state proofs and the 6,000 transactions per second were a good ad. Well, I mean, look, Matthew Commons, CFO. Let's make these places profitable so they can exist in the future, right? Makes sense to me. Thank you for pointing that out, sir, Kenneth. Let's see what else you guys are saying. Anything else I should be? Smash the like button. Hey, yeah, right. You guys, there's 53 of you watching. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, do all the things. And by the way, there's 53 of you watching or 55 of you watching on YouTube. But just before there are also people just watching on Twitter at this point too. So, but whatever. We're good. We're growing this thing, folks. All right. So Matthew Commons, new CFO. Let's look at Twitter. Did I miss anything else? What is the AlgoRANT Foundation saying? Are they saying anything? Are you saying anything? Join the Algo fam in supporting those impacted by the devastating earthquakes in Turkey and Syria. We've partnered with Parabu.com to accept Algo donations via Needs Map, helping to connect donors with those in need. Definitely do that. Okay. I guess we're gonna. I want to talk. Well, there's going to be a gaming, or there was a. Oh, this is what? Oh, you could watch this again. I'm confused. This looks like it's from February 15th. I barely know what day it is, but I know it's not February 15th. I know it's actually not even close to February 15th. Venue markets, venue one. I need to get back to those people still. All right. Well, nothing except for, obviously, Unity Games. What's going on here? Let's just get to this. The rant will just be, no. That's not what I want. Oh God, I wasn't sharing it again. My God, guys, I'm so sorry. Shit. For the love of God. All right, but let's just go to so all of that I was reading about Matthew Commons, you guys couldn't see. Oh man. Well, at least I'm apologizing less for it. Do you guys like that? Are you guys appreciating the fact that I am not apologizing for my mistakes? Okay, so let's just go here. Okay, we don't want to talk about that. We want to talk about this. Oh. Okay, you know what we're going to do? Because I know he tweeted it. Oh, I think I retweeted it. Unity Games. Oh, here we go. Thank you. That's the post I was looking for. Share this tab instead. Now let me go back to Restream and make sure. Okay, you guys are here for this, right? You guys are here for this. Okay, Unity Games, the world's leading platform for creating real-time 3D content, has included the AlgoRANT SDK in its new category of verified decentralized tools to all of the game devs interested in integrating Web3 solutions. Welcome to the Algo fam. Love it. This is huge. Today, Unity introduced its new decentralization category page in the Unity Asset Store. Solutions to support developers interested in technology that enables decentralization in gaming. The new Unity Asset Store category will help these developers find solutions to manage digital assets. The AlgoRANT SDK equips developers with tools to easily integrate digital assets and primitives into their games while leveraging a secure and highly efficient network. AlgoRANT's ability to fork ensures that in-game assets remain unique, while its unmatched speed and scalability, 6,000 transactions per second, instant finality, and low transaction fees make it a natural choice for game developers. AlgoRANT already provides the infrastructure for games like Drone Racing League's Project Drone Galaxy, Flex NBA, an NBA licensed game, fusing pro sports and memorabilia and fan engagement. This is something that I never understand why nobody ever talks about it. It's just like this weird thing that it's just never brought up, except for right now. AlgoRANT also partnered with World Chess. I don't believe that. I think that was I guess it was the official blockchain partner of the FIDE Grand Prix series, and there are more than 60 games launched or in development on AlgoRANT. Along with AlgoRANT, other verified solutions are also listed in the decentralization category on the asset store, including Acon, or I don't know how you say that. I don't even know what that is. Aptos Labs, Dapper Labs, who are getting some heat right now for Top Shot, MetaMask, Immutable X, and Tezos. Tezos is doing interesting things. I need to look at that a little closer too. Great news. AlgoRANT is obviously the perfect place for decentralized gaming, Web3 gaming, and we're seeing it. We're seeing people come doing it, and this is great that this massive unity is where it all happens, and they're entering into the web. They're making it easier for game developers to bring it to the decentralized world. So that's super good and fantastic. You guys want to talk about here? Why don't we do this real quick? Why don't we do this? And why don't we just do this real quick? Because I have this. I want to use this because the block runner made it for me. And Wednesdays are this. So let's do it. What just happened? Somebody shoot me. Hey, everybody, welcome to the ReCoop. I'm Cooper Daniels, Copper Durnals. All right, guys. Hey, welcome to the AlgoRANT. How are you doing? What's going on? Everything is going great. This is a smooth show with no technical problems. Does it look like I need help? No, folks. I don't need your help. I don't need anybody's help to make this be a very perfect, flawless show. I'm flawless as it is. Look at this. Look at this thing that you were staring at and spending your morning with. Folks, AlgoRANT is doing fantastic. It's moving. It's shaking. It's there's no trouble at all. It's so good. It's so good. And the mission of attracting Ethereum developers is going smashingly. And look, folks, there's nothing to be worried about. You just stay in the warm embrace of the ReCoop every morning, Monday through Friday, from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we're going to talk about governance, and then I'm going to rant a little bit about what is helpful in decentralized communities. All right, so governance. We got a new measure. We're going to have to vote. And by the way, shout out to Folks Finance, folks. There has been a tremendous, I can't say that. Like, shout out to Folks Finance, folks. We, have seen a disturbing amount of people dropping out of AlgoRANT governance. I think I have the numbers right here. I can look at that right now. Baby shark governance. They have dropped from yesterday. Yeah, from the start of governance, we have had nearly 250 million algo drop out. A lot of that was early. From yesterday, it was nearly 400,000 algo dropped out. And then in DeFi governance, over 100,000 algo dropped out from yesterday, and total over 8 million algo have dropped out. So there's a lot of people dropping out of governance. If you were using Folks Finance, though, and you had a MyAlgo wallet, shout out to them for having early claim. You could have early claimed your rewards and got out of there, secured your G-Algo until, April 1st, burned it for Algo, put it on your ledger and said, that's what you could have done. And also shout out to Folks Finance. This is probably a wonderful revenue source for you, everybody that is probably early claiming. So a lot of times, I've mentioned this before on the show, a lot of times people say DeFi can't exist. They can't exist without subsidy and all that. And I'm sure Folks Finance has gotten plenty of that. But I also want to say they are innovative in how they generate revenue when it comes to early claim, or what they were doing with your ability to scale your governance stake. That was also a revenue source for them. So congratulations to them. That is a elite project in the AlgoRANT ecosystem. Okay, so here we go. You like it when I do an AlgoRANT? I perk up. I feel like this obligation to talk louder and faster. I guess that's what a rant is, isn't it? So with the new governance, okay, oh, there it was. There you go. That's what I was looking for earlier. Let's look at AlgoRANT governance. Let's be the people that we want to be. Let's dream the way we want to dream. Sorry, guys. I am so tired, and I'm just trying to fill empty space with nonsensical words. You guys are probably used to that by now. Let's go to AlgoRANT governance. Let's share it. Let's go back to Restream. Let's make sure you're part of this with me this time. And let's go back to AlgoRANT governance. So we have two measures to vote on. The measure 2 has changed. The first measure is to continue incentivizing DeFi, which would boost the allocation to DeFi rewards by 5 million, from 15 million to 20 million algos for quarter 2 in 2023. They say that it has impacted our DeFi ecosystem in 2 meaningful ways. It helped move users from more passive holding towards more active participation, and it has attracted users from other ecosystems to our protocol. So in a lot of ways, if you had MyAlgo, DeFi wasn't the problem for one of what is happening right now. The problem is either malware or it's that MyAlgo was compromised. It certainly wasn't AlgoRANT. It wasn't AlgoRANT's infrastructure. It wasn't AlgoRANT's protocol. It wasn't AlgoRANT blockchain. Truly had nothing to really do with AlgoRANT. I do hear sometimes people say, well, MyAlgo is sort of the official AlgoRANT wallet. I push back on that. I have actually never used MyAlgo as my official AlgoRANT wallet. I use the wallet that was previously called the official AlgoRANT wallet, the para wallet for anything of importance, because I have always found MyAlgo to, a web wallet in general, really, to not be the best place for security. I use it for NFTs, folks. Okay, but that's okay. That's okay. So boost DeFi rewards to 20 million algos, or keep DeFi rewards at 15 million algos. So we're going to continue. We've already voted for DeFi rewards to be at 15 million algo, but what we're voting on is to boost DeFi rewards. I vote yes on that. You guys, if you've been following my channel, know it was pretty likely that I would vote yes on that. Now, measure 2 is a new measure. Use up to 5 million of the boost for targeted DeFi rewards. Okay, actually, it just occurred to me. Use up to 5 million. So that actually just means, okay, so we can boost DeFi rewards to 20 million, or we can use that 5 million boost for targeted DeFi rewards. This measure proposes that the extra 5 million boost from measure 1 be given to DeFi protocol. Okay, this says it in the first sentence. That fit the criteria below. To be used in targeted activities to attract new DeFi users from within and outside the ecosystem. The goal is to give DeFi projects more flexibility in how these rewards are structured and distributed among their user base, targeting rapid growth, deeper DEX liquidity, and incentives for users who come to AlgoRANT in the middle of a governance period. Rewards under this program will be distributed to projects at the beginning of each governance period, and the project must distribute at least 95% of them to their users by the end of the period, with the rest distributed in the following period. Projects that fail to distribute rewards directly to users will be ineligible for subsequent periods. So this is basically saying we're going to boost DeFi rewards, but we're going to leave it up to these protocols that we are vetting, which I'm sure they discuss. And we're going to leave it up to them how to incentivize users on their platform. I don't hate it. Actually, I don't hate it. I mean, obviously, that does give the better projects, I'm going to assume, in the AlgoRANT ecosystem, flexibility to reward their people that are in their ecosystem to help grow the loyalty and the engagement on their platforms. And instead of just kind of blanketly passing that out to everybody that just maybe just doesn't really participate in DeFi, but is just using maybe folks finance, or AlgoFi or Guard to grow their bag in a very passive way, which is great and fine. But I don't actually hate the idea that it gives these platforms a bit more flexibility and strengthens them a little bit in the way that they can encourage people to engage on their platform. So I'm not 100% on this. I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. And if we have time, I'm going to engage with you in the comments about it. But I don't see anything necessarily wrong with that at first, glance. Okay, so to kind of close out today with this algo rant, and yeah, both measures are good. It seems like it sounds good. So okay, but I'm going to look at more than just that. I got to stop looking at that chat all the time because it does derail me. I have seen, okay, so look, we obviously are going through something in the AlgoRANT ecosystem. People that we know and a lot of you love, like, have lost a significant amount of money. And it is a messy situation because it's protocols, it's VCs, it's a targeted group. As far as I know, it's still only 25 people happening at one time on one day. And, my heart goes out to everybody that lost money and all of that, of course. And I hear some ideas of like, well, how can everybody needs to know their role, right? What and everybody needs to, be helpful, but an emphasis on helpful. Okay. Helpful to who, right? Obviously, if you love somebody, you're close to somebody that lost a lot of money, your only focus is going to be in trying to get them whole again. That makes sense. And in general, I think everybody would root for people to get whole again. We want to find the hacker, we want the money to be returned, and we want to move forward, right? But there's some guiding principles that I feel like people don't really understand, or they're just, I don't know. There's these, and I mentioned them earlier in the show, things like don't trust, verify, not your keys, not your coins, self-custody, all of this stuff. And a crypto community like the AlgoRANT community is filled with conflicting interests, is filled with self-interested people. It's filled with people having to custody their own things, right? So risk management actually lays on the individual. It's not some legacy dude that is going to posture as somebody that can really guide the ship and let everybody know what they should and shouldn't be saying. No, we all need all the information, and it's up to you to do your own risk management. So when something like this happens, where it is very uncertain and it's been going on for over a week and still nobody knows, was it malware? Was it phishing? Is it a hack? Is it because of the code on MyAlgo? Is it, and then you can go on and on. It can get more and more nefarious as you go down a rabbit hole. But the idea is uncertainty. And each individual has to make their own decisions on how they proceed, right? So you need all information. You need conflicting points of view. So you can be like, okay, wait, all right. So I'm not safe on MyAlgo, or I am safe on MyAlgo, and then you get burned because you're not paying attention. My point is that in this space and in life in general, folks, you should not be looking at other people expecting them to behave the way you think they should behave, right? That's not helpful. That's actually just judgmental and narrow-minded. You need to realize that we are a conflicting group of lots of people that are in a industry that by its nature is self-interested and is self-custody, and there's a ton of responsibility to participate. Okay. So then people will be like, well, that's not mass adoption. Like if if you're not safe on MyAlgo, why would anybody participate? Good point. That's why there isn't mass adoption, right? So that's why we need brilliant people to create good solutions. So if you want people to know their role, know your role. If you're building a protocol that is supposed to, insure individuals, build the damn insurance protocol. How about that? It would have been cool if the people that got hacked were able to insure their wallets. I mean, I get it, but my point is this, folks. Like, I'm going to be here. I'm not serving anybody except for, me. I want people to watch my show, right? I want that. And I want to give the audience, the people that are watching this, spending the time with me, real information, both sides of things. I'm a conflicted person. I like to see both sides of the thing. So if you come to my show, you're guaranteed to watch me try to parse through information. But just remember where you are and what the mission of all of this is. It's to give access to everybody. It's not to just turn this back into the legacy financial system. There's supposed to be some sense of independence and self-sovereignty here. All right. So I get it. This is painful. I hope everybody that lost money gets it. But my mission isn't that. I mean, I want that. But my mission is to provide all the information that I can possibly grab. And that's just what I'm doing here. Does that make sense? These things are a lot easier when I can edit them and then I can take parts out. I'm like, maybe I shouldn't have gone there. Or I can just, a lot of times when I was doing my show before, I'd be like, okay, that was all right, but you kind of leaned in there and you didn't do that. Why don't you just go again and give them another rant, right? And then I would go take two, and then maybe I would even go, and while I was watching it, I'd be like, all right, this is a bit much, Coop. Do you really want to go there? Just cut it. You don't need it. And then, you don't need to do this. This is good. The fact that I'm going live is good. I need to be pushed outside of my judgmental, careful brain, and I just have to let it rip. And I have to remember, look, folks, if this happened to me, I would be absolutely devastated, especially at the size that this happened. It would be, I don't know what I would do, to be honest. And hopefully some of you would show me love. Maybe people would gather around to help me out through it and all of those things. And that's what I would want. And that's what I would be seeking. The people that really care about me would be fighting for this. And it would be very, very difficult. I want everybody to get whole again, but it's just, we also have to remember where we are and what we're doing. And everybody has the responsibility of their own risk management. So they need the information. I'm not saying I'm a perfect source of all that information, but I am trying and I'm giving it a go. You know what I mean? So there we go, folks. So look, my advice in life, is that why you come here? Is be kind, listen to other people's perspective, and then come to your conclusion, and stop expecting people to behave the way you want them to. That is not what this is. That's not what life is, folks. I don't care how you behave. I don't. If you hurt me, I'm going to not like you. That's it. All right, folks. I really appreciate you. Let's look at the comments. I have a couple of minutes. Let it ride, Coop. I love Crypto for Change. I love I love your presence here, brother, and the AlgoRANT ecosystem. This guy is awesome. So you should definitely be subscribing to his channel as well. He does a lot of streaming of games, and he's been doing a lot of cool. I learned a lot about fractal monsters early on because of his streams. And real fun guy, real smart guy, has a baby, and lives by the beach. Scotty Rolls is an awesome guy. Loves jujitsu, as do I. Just give it the old Howard Stern 3-second pause, then let it rip. Love you, man. Let's see. This is where DIDs might help. Custody is a mass adoption hurdle. And this is absolutely positive. Custody is a mass adoption hurdle. That's why when everybody is like, everything DeFi, no Coinbase, we don't need centralized exchanges, that makes me go, really? Do we want more people here? I mean, of course we need very secure custodians so people don't have to deal with this. Absolutely. Absolutely. But in DeFi, the game's a little different. And if there's ways to protect people and make them more secure and continue and keep the ethos of what's going on, I think I support that a lot. I'm already preparing my questions for that episode. Awesome. Crypto is a dangerous game. Yep. Get a ledger, your peace of mind. Sweet, bro. Excited to talk to them both. We will have both John Woods and Jess on the next block on the 15th of March. Nice. Yes, for some, it's good because their emotions control their trading. Yeah. Let's real quick before we go. Let's just look at the markets because they opened while I was talking about our precious algo. Let me just unshare this. Not CoinDesk. I want CNBC. I've been kind of singing things. I'm not a good singer. It's a thing that I do in my real life that I'm ashamed that I'm exposing. All right, so let's go back real quick. Let's do stupid things haunting me. All right, there we go. Okay, go here. Okay. No, not futures anymore. We know that. We're going to have to go a refresh. All right, so sideways. Markets are sideways. The Dow's actually up a bit. The Nasdaq's up a bit. SP 500. Okay, well, so that changed, but that's a very little amount. So that is a sideways look. It's very interesting to see the S&P 500. If we are truly in a bear market pump, we're going to see the SP 500 break below something like 39, 38. And then once that happens, 3,600, things could get messy. But this is not financial advice. Remember who you're listening to. I'm just a guy that is figuring it out. Top Democrats, okay, who cares? Coles. We already talked about Coles. I did see that potentially Ukraine had some drones go into Moscow yesterday. Didn't shoot anything, but potentially told Moscow, hey, man, look where we are. Rough. TikTok sets automatic 1 hour screen time limit for teens. Interesting. They're trying to appeal to people. All right, guys, look, I appreciate you, and I will I'll see if there's no other questions. If there's no other questions, I'd like to hear your rock and roll. Thank you, Kenneth. I really appreciate you tuning in. We need a late night episode of Coop drinking some beers and talking crypto and life. That will probably have to wait for a bit. And there's no drinking beers when you have to wake up at 4:30 in the morning, David. Mandalorian season 3 on today, and Ted Lasso coming on. Oh, what was that? I saw something that was coming. Oh, you know what? Okay, I'll leave you with this. I'm excited about this. I don't know if you guys are excited about it, but I love Chris Rock. I think he's an incredible comic. And Netflix is doing their first live stand-up special, and it's Saturday night. So I will 100% be tuning in to Chris Rock live on Netflix Saturday night. All right, I'll end with that. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow, same time.